Welcome to The Explainer, your daily download on everything you need to know. We're cutting right through the noise to get to what really matters. So, let's get into it.
You heard that right. We have some absolutely massive stories for you today that are shaping the world as we speak. We're talking high-stakes diplomacy, game-changing technology, and a crucial ruling on fundamental rights. Let's jump right in.
First up, we're jumping into topics straight out of General Studies Paper 2. This is all about the big moves in international relations and what's happening right here at home.
Okay, this first one is huge. I mean, truly historic. For the first time in nearly half a century, top officials from the US and Iran are actually sitting down for face-to-face talks in Islamabad. They're trying to pull the entire region back from the brink of something much bigger.
So what's this really all about? Well, it's all centered on the Strait of Hormuz, a critical choke point for global energy. But here's the kind of crazy part. Iran scattered sea mines so haphazardly that now even they can't find them to clear the way. You can't make this stuff up. And all of this is happening while the conflict in Lebanon is still simmering, adding a whole other layer of tension.
And this is where it gets really interesting from a legal point of view. Both sides keep bringing up something called transit passage, which is from the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. It basically guarantees free movement. But here's the kicker, the real irony. Neither the US nor Iran has actually ratified the treaty that they're both quoting to make their case. Wild, right?
Okay, shifting gears from the international stage to a landmark ruling right here in India. The Rajasthan High Court has just taken a very firm stand against the, well, let's call them parallel justice systems run by Khat Panchayats.
This is a massive victory for individual liberty, no doubt about it. The court flat out said that ordering a hookup pani bond, which is essentially a total social boycott, is a direct violation of a person's fundamental right to live with dignity. And it didn't stop there. It has now ordered the state to create a real policy to handle these complaints, even pointing to Maharashtra's 2016 Act as a great blueprint.
And this quote from the court, it really says it all, doesn't it? It's a powerful declaration that constitutional values, our constitutional morality, must always come before these regressive, extra-legal customs, period.
All right, let's pivot now to our second section, focusing on everything relevant to General Studies Paper 3. We're talking the latest in tech, the economy, and the environment.
Now this could be a total game changer for cybersecurity, and I mean for better and for worse. The AI firm Anthropic has created a model that can find security flaws in software completely by itself.
Just try to imagine an AI that can scan Windows or Chrome and find bugs that have been hidden for decades. And it does it in minutes. That's Claude Mythos. The risk here is obviously huge, so Anthropic is being extremely careful. They're only releasing it to a select few through a program called Project Glasswing, so they can patch systems before this knowledge ever gets out.
You know, this slide really lays out the dual-use dilemma perfectly. In the right hands, this AI is the ultimate shield, fixing our digital world. But if it ever gets into the wrong hands, it becomes the ultimate weapon, a key that could unlock just catastrophic cyber attacks.
And connecting back to our very first story, we're already seeing a direct economic consequence of those US-Iran talks. An Indian vessel has just successfully tested the waters, crossing the Strait of Hormuz.
The Jag Vikram is the very first Indian ship to make it through since the ceasefire was announced, and there are about 15 other vessels waiting right behind it. But the real key takeaway here is that India stood firm on international law. The government confirmed it paid zero tolls for the passage, reinforcing that principle of transit passage we talked about earlier.
From the high seas to the high heavens, NASA's Artemis II mission has successfully completed its incredible journey around the moon.
This was a huge step for humanity's return to deep space. Now remember, it wasn't a landing, but an absolutely critical flyby mission. The whole point was to test the Orion capsule's systems, especially its heat shield. This success now sets the stage for the Artemis III moon landing, which is planned for 2028. So exciting.
And back down on Earth, we have some just fantastic environmental news coming from India's Kuno National Park.
This is so incredibly significant. Why? Because the mother, Gamini, was herself born in India. So this isn't just about cheetahs having cubs, it's about the second generation thriving in the wild. It's a powerful sign that this reintroduction project is really working, and the species is adapting successfully.
Okay, so we've covered the news. Now, let's connect it directly to your exam preparation. How do you actually turn these headlines into high-scoring answers?
Let's take that cop and chiat story. A potential mains question could look exactly like this, asking you to analyze the impact on fundamental rights and then suggest some real solutions.
And here is exactly how you would structure the perfect answer. You start by defining the issue, right? Then you systematically break down the impact on specific fundamental rights, suggest concrete measures based on existing models, and then you conclude with a strong statement on constitutional morality. It's clear, it's logical, and it's a really effective framework.
And look, this is just one example. This is the kind of in-depth analysis we provide for every single major news item in our full briefing. So, are you ready to master this approach? The complete PDF with all of these detailed answer frameworks, prelims practice questions, and rapid-fire facts is available for you right now.
Just join our Telegram channel using the link you see on your screen. In a world that's changing this fast, understanding the news isn't just about knowing what happened, it's about understanding why it matters. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.